My uncle, my hero. Let's talk about his history. Ricardo Hernández Cervera. He was born on September 10th, 1949 in Cali, Valle del Cauca, an only child and brother of four sisters. Recognized since childhood for his leadership, good academic performance, and discipline. He entered school, high school when he was 6 years old and was there until the 10th grade of secondary school. He was the leader of what he called galladas in his time, which were groups of friends who used to have their own soccer team in the neighborhood, and he competed with the other teams from other neighborhoods in the city of Cali. He was very good with the ball and he was always the captain of his team. That's why he was very popular with his friends and girls, but that didn't matter much to him. He was very shy with women and didn't talk much, but when he tried soccer or high school, was always attentive. Now, let's answer the question. Have time changed? A comparison of the data obtained in a series of questions that I asked my uncle and their answers. The question covered three main areas: education, vacation, and home. Education. We will start with analyzing the area of education. My uncle went to school for the first time when he was 6 years old, and he was in school for 10 years. He used to have a notebook to take his notes, and his exams were both oral and writing. On the other hand, I was 5 years old when I started school, and I spent 11 years in it. Also had a notebook to take notes. My my exams were the same as my uncle. In terms of dress and behavior, we were both very disciplined, good students, and he always wore his uniform. Me too, but he was a bit rebellious with the haircut and the earrings. Holidays. Now we will talk about holidays. For my uncle, he used to spend summer vacation on his father's farms, um, a place where he met workers and friends from the other farms. This was his favorite vacation time because he liked it behind with the animals and nature. For my part, my vacations were spent at home together with my family and friends, who used to play a lot of soccer, so I met other children. This was my favorite time because I could play with other boys and because of the weather. Home. Let's talk about the home. Here we have big difference since my uncle used to live with his four sisters, mother and father. The latter was in charge of the bills and his mother, along with Ricardo's sisters, were in charge of the tax of the home. My uncle's only responsibility was to take care of his sisters and go to work on the farms when possible. As for me, I only used to live with four people in my house: my uncle, his wife, and his daughter. My uncle and my cousin used to pay the bills, and my only obligation was to get good grades in school. Conclusion. In conclusion, we can say that there were significant change between him and me. For example, in the theme of the uniform, he always followed the rules and I broke them, put on earrings, paint my hair, etc. He is a father to me. He is the person who, despite not having given me much materially, made me who I am today. A disciplined man of values and principles. He taught me that whatever happens, you should never give up and you must have both character and personality to do what you want if life without thinking about what they will say.
My reflection. I felt very good talking about this topic with my uncle because it allowed me to know much more about it. I discovered how disciplined and a good student my uncle was at his high school and how much time have changed. What I liked the most was the analysis of the answers and seeing the difference. I am grateful for the facilities I had to study. I'm learned to value my uncle's efforts for us more.